Welcome into the latest edition of the Inside the Charge podcast. I'm Maddy Glab. Today we are joined by veteran cornerback Tre'Davious White. It's a great episode. Trey dives into the DB dinners, the origin story of that, who pays for these dinners, and the brotherhood that's created by having these dinners. Trey said actually the defense shifted gears because of these dinners. A great answer from him there. We also dive into how maybe he'll want to do podcasting or on-air stuff after he's done with football. Trey also talks about how his injuries have helped Maxwell Hairston along the way, and we discuss Trey's energy in this 2025 season. You don't want to miss it. Trey, thanks for coming and hanging out with me. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, anytime you ask me to do this, Maddy, look, I'm glad to be on with you. It's been a few years.
I know, it's been a
now
minute.
I'm back.
But now
and,
we're back.
We can make this thing official and we can get this thing rolling.
Yes,
I'm excited about this.
Maybe
one.
the first of many. I don't know, Trey.
Oh, for sure. We definitely got something in the works. We should have something in the works.
Okay.
I saw what you did with my old teammate Micah. Hyde.
So maybe time to step in.
For sure. I gotta ask him for my blessing, for his blessings.
Okay, we'll ask him first. Well, Trey, practice ends today, and I peek outside, and it's all the young kids, and then it's Trey White still at practice. Why are you out there for so long?
Well, I still have my routine that I always been doing for years that I like to do after practice that, pretty much give me the confidence, knowing that I kind of checked every box to what I need to do and the things that I need to cross out as far as mentally, so I can know that I put a lot of work in. But when I'm out there after practice, like the young guys, like we just talking about everything but football. But we do cover some football, but it's those are the times that I cherish the most.
Yeah.
To be able to talk to the young guys about something other than football, life outside of football and things like that. So that's our little bonding time that we get after practice, because we've just been out there for so long and everything was ball, and we all so serious. So it's always good to find good time to, check on the person.
Yeah.
And those young guys been keeping me young. The questions that they ask, the questions that I ask them, because I don't pretty much know what's going on in the young guys' world today. So they keep me updated on everything, like new artists, new music that's coming out. Because I don't really pay attention to the artists that they listen to nowadays. So when we're in the locker room and I hear a song, like I go to my phone, try to go to Shazam and try to put it up to hear.
They're probably like, Shazam, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, no, they probably like, you still use that? I was like, yeah, because I don't know what you guys listen to. If I hear a song that I like, I'm going to try to get it. So, yeah. But, it's been fun. Anytime, after practice, we always talking and always, joking. So, and then on Thursdays, we have our DB dinner out each and every week, and we find somewhere around Buffalo, around Orchard Park to go and just fellowship and break bread. And those are the things that, that I cherish the most because, that's where the team is built. That's where the camaraderie is built. That's where the brotherhood is built when we spend our time outside of the field and talking about things that's bigger than the ball. So those times I really cherish, and those are the things that a lot of guys miss when they're done with the league too. So I just try to each and every time just try to really just be present and also give those guys my undivided attention for sure.
When you came back to the team, the word on the street was Trey White has to pay for the DB dinner because he's back in the room. He's an NFL veteran. Now, this is all coming from Taryn. Did they make you pay for a dinner?
No. So usually how we do it, we play card roulette.
Card roulette, oh my gosh.
So we play card roulette, and that makes the dinner so much fun because it's like, we come in, we joke a lot, we eat real good food, and we just keep ordering good food, stuff to go. But at the end, it's the anticipation of who has to pay for all this food. So that's where the fun come in. So, they try to, the young guys, they always, we get here, they be like, nah, Trey White, you gonna play this week. You know what I mean? Big vet, you know what I mean? You the older, I'll be like, look, we got to stand. We have a tradition here, and we're going to stick with it. But, if a young guy gets hit with a bill that's just extreme, I just try to throw him a couple $100 to try to, lighten the load. But everybody had to go through it. So and Taryn, to tell you a funny story. So I believe Taryn's second or third year, his card got picked 3 times straight.
Oh my gosh.
3 straight weeks his car got picked. So now we have the rule that, you know, if your car get picked one week, the next week your car don't go
Did
go
Taryn make that rule?
Well, we made the rule because of him, because he got hit three straight times. But and also if you're late, you get a 10 minutes grace period. So we usually meet like 6:30 or 6:45. So you got 10 minutes and if you are late, those 10 minutes, like, you got to pay half.
Oh.
But your card still goes in the thing.
Okay.
So you could end up paying half
or full,
or full, but for sure you're paying half. So I make sure that I'm not giving up no freebies, man. Like, I'm on time, I'm attentive, I'm gonna make sure I have my card, because if you don't have your card too, the next time you gotta pay. So a lot of guys try to leave their card and use their ID they try to use that. Nah, you gotta use your debit card. But those times are the best times, like, because we just sit and chill and just relax. We get to watch the Thursday night game, a little bit of the Thursday night game, and we just break bread and just have fun and just chat. And those are the times that I cherish. I just love the DB dinners on Thursday.
The DB dinners have been going on for a long time. Who started that?
Micah Hyde and Jordan Poirier. Those guys.
That must have been like 2017 then.
No, we didn't start that year. I think the first year we started had to be 2019.
2019?
Probably my third year. And it's been going on since then. And, man, like, I feel like that's when our defense turned the page. Like, I just feel like that 2019 year where we made it a standard each and every Thursday, like, we set time aside to, no matter how long we're in this building, like, we still going to set aside to hang out outside of the field, even though we've been here together all day. But those Thursday nights are just, like, they're just essential to, like, what we do as a team, how we connect as a team, how we, care about each other, and just how authentically, like, the conversations go, and just how, like, just the love that we share with each other, like, it just makes it even more, like, because of a brotherhood. Because anytime, like, you don't just break bread with anybody, like, allow anybody to just come and you eat
into your home.
Yeah, in your home, or just because sometimes we had it at a few people's home before. So, like, you don't just break bread with anybody. So, like, when you allow somebody in your home, or you go break bread with somebody and have dinner with them for an extensive point of time, I think that, those are important people, and you try to cherish those moments.
How did breaking bread off the field shift the defensive mindset on the field to become this lockdown defense that since 2019, you guys rank top 10 in a lot of figures?
I just think that anytime, first of all, the job that we have is hard. And so first thing you got to do is acknowledge that. But then, when you care about the people that, you go to work with, I always say this, it just means a lot more. Like, you care more. You don't want to let the guy next to you down. So, coming in, Micah and Jordan, Taryn, Tremaine Edmonds, 2019, Matt Milano. We could just go on and on. Like, even Matt used to join us in the DB dinner sometimes. It's just that connectivity that we have, and it's a standard that we have here in Buffalo, that those guys started in 2019. But now that Micah has shifted on to other things, we still have Poe here, but the standard is still the standard. And that's why I just feel like this group and this team has always been successful, because the standard that we have, no matter who's here, plug and play, it's still always there. And we still going to continue to do those traditions with the DB dinners. And just hanging out outside of the field, because I think that when you do that, it just makes on the field so much more easier. The communication factor, just knowing what each other's are thinking too, and just how you see a play, how you see ball, how you see this quarterback, how you see us playing our coverage in these certain situations of the game. And I just think that when you have that connectivity off the field, it just makes the things that's on the field so much more easy.
You got the bucket hat on, we're chilling, you're giving me calm, cool, collected energy. Why are you bringing that into this year?
I mean, I just feel like I be my best when I'm myself. I play my best ball when I'm just having fun and just letting my personality show. And I just feel like with me coming back, and just a lot of people heard about that, and I just want to show that. And I just know how long the season can get, how just repetitive it can get each and every week. But I just feel like with me being myself and just lighting up the room, and we got a lot of young guys on the team, so they don't know how this NFL grind is after week 12. Now, you still have a whole nother month of football left. Well, 2 months probably, with the playoffs, Super Bowl. So, like, I'm just gonna take that on myself to, like, lighten the load, come in, just try to help the young guys out, because this thing is a marathon. You don't want to be peaking, playing your best ball in September, October. You want to be peaking in the right time around November, Thanksgiving time, Christmas, December football. So we got a lot of guys in the locker room that know that,
Yep.
and so that message is something that that we reiterate to the young guys, knowing like, oh, you tired now? Like, we got young. This is young. Like, we still in the first month of the season, so we got a lot of ball left. But I just think that when I have guys like myself, just being ourselves, Dion, Matt, J. Poe, Taryn, these guys, Keon, even though he's a young guy, he brings a lot of energy to our team too. So when we have guys like that and just lighten the load, because you got to have that healthy balance of serious. And also you got to have a little personality in it too, to just have it to mesh too. You don't have one without the other, because it could be very, very, very depressing if you approach the season like that, or approach your day like that, or like, oh, I have to do this. No, like, we get to do this. We get to be here. We get to enjoy this, and we get to enjoy this thing that we call football. And I'm excited to be back. I love it here. So you can just tell, it's a breath of fresh air. I'm enjoying being back with my teammates. A lot of guys that I've seen like grow into different roles. A lot of guys I've seen excel their play, come from practice squad, and continue to get better and better. And it's just a beautiful thing to see when you can see like how they develop players, really develop them and put them on the field, and that development works. So the machine and the system we have here is next to none.
Trey, you talked about the balance that you need to have in a defensive room. I'm thinking cornerbacks right now. You bring the energy. Christian Benford brings the seriousness. There is a yin and yang to you two. How does that work?
Well, you don't want to have too much salt. You got to have salt and pepper to balance it out. But I just think that CB is a guy that he jokes around too.
Okay.
A lot of people just think that this guy is just this ultra serious guy, but he gives off this very serious demeanor. But he jokes around. He has fun too. But I just think he does a great job of bottling it in when it's time to go on the field. He does a great job of just leaving that in the locker room and on the field. That's why he's this great player, this great cornerback, because the way his attention to detail, the way each and every day he approaches the game, his attitude towards the game, and just the mindset that he has each and every day. That's why he's who he is. So I just think that he needed me to come in to bring a little bit out, and I'm gonna bring it out.
Come on, Christian, I know it's in there.
It's in there for sure. But I bring it out because I've been here. I watched him get drafted. I watched him develop and continue to get better and better. But when he came in as a rookie, like, we already knew this guy was about business.
Yeah,
he was well beyond his years as far as football IQ, having a feel for the game, understanding formations, like understanding coverages, knowing how to eliminate things on the run. Like, the guy was beyond his years as far as football. So it was just that point of just, is this guy really gonna open his mouth on the field? We got a China here, CB. You gotta say China. You just can't point and just go and do your job. You gotta really say something. But the guy, he talks. I mean, but yeah, I just love to go to battle with him, because he gives me confidence too, because he talked to me between series.
I hear
plays.
He's the guy who fires other guys
up.
Oh,
for sure.
Like, he's the guy in the huddle who's like, come on, let's do it.
Because I joke around and I'm lighthearted and I joke around a lot. But when it comes to like getting the huddle up, like, that's not me.
That's CB.
I don't really. That's CB. That's Taylor Rabb. That's Taryn. Those guys have the speeches to get you fired up to run through a wall. But me, I probably just have everybody just laughing when I say
yeah,
so.
What would a huddle with Tre'Davious White be like before the game?
Maddy, I can't even tell you, because you know what? I know it'll be a lot of joking around, just lighthearted moments. But in the midst of a game and trying to get serious and trying to get into their mode, that's why we got to know our teammates. My team do not put Trey White in the middle of the huddle, because it's not going to go
good.
Some
stand-up comedy.
So they know the guys that they need to put in there. So I just stand to the side then. But when we get to the locker room and I'm sitting next to CB, we gonna tell our little jokes then. But those guys do a great job of getting us pumped up, and that's what I need too. But no, I'm not doing any breaking down of the DB group, because that's just not the way that I do every day. That's not my strong suit, I would say.
I think sometimes people wonder, like, why am I here? What is my purpose? What is the reason? You come back to this team. You've been through your injuries, the ACL, Achilles. The Bills draft a rookie cornerback in Maxwell Hairston. He goes down with an injury during training camp. A little bit of purpose there as to what you can tell the rookie. What did you say to Maxwell Hairston during that time?
Oh, it's okay to feel the emotions of being angry, being mad about the situation. But I mean, I just told him, like, there's nothing you could do about it right now. But only thing you could do is just take it one day at a time. Like, bottle this up, understand it, like, process it, gather all the information that you need to get yourself right, so you could be the best version of yourself when you get back. But take this time to mentally sharpen yourself, get into the playbook more, go into the details of the defense, go into why Bobby Babbage is calling this defense, and what personnel, what situation of the game. So once you come back, like, you can just know, like, okay, it's first, second down, second and 7+, is get back on track ground. What Bobby gonna call here? I'm talking to him about things like that, because I just know, like, I told him, like, I've been through this. Like, been through this more extensively than what the blessing for you is you can come back and play. But I had to sit out the whole year twice. So, just giving him all the little nuggets that I can give him in that moment, but just knowing that he's going to handle it the way that he want to handle it, but also just telling him that you have a great support system here as far as the rehab, for your mental too. And also, just as far as guys upstairs, you can get as much film as you need. Like, you can get as many breakdowns as you need, however you want it broken down in your iPad, so it can be personable to you, so you can study film and watch film the way you want to do it, and understand it the way you would like to do it. But it's a never ending thing with me too, of talking to him, because I see him working, see how he come in each and every day early to get his treatment, get his running in the pool, doing things like that. I actually seen him out here working out a little bit earlier too. So just to see the way he's come just from training camp when he was on crutches, to putting the knee brace on and walking,
doing some running,
to doing some little running. I got his on my phone. I told, because this is what I always did with my rehabs, just random videos of things that's going on when I'm doing. So I got a video on my phone of, like, Matt Milano getting treatment on the table, but then I turn the camera, it's Max in there doing his first time running in the pool.
Oh, wow.
So I have that on my phone.
Milestones.
Yeah, that's why I told, I was like, bro, like, these moments like this, like, you're going to look back at it, you're going to be like, man, like, at this day, like, this is what I was doing, but now I'm out here catching interception, like, so it's like, it's a process to it. So then I just try to be there for him and lighten the moment too, because I know how extensive the rehab can be, and how repetitive it can be, and how aggravating it can be coming in every day doing the same thing. But you just got to know, like, at the end of the day, like, that light is at the end of the tunnel. This is just little steps to you getting back to where you want to be. So, and he's been doing great of just, receiving all the information from everybody around him, but also taking that and actually doing it and putting it into his rehab, and also just coming with a great attitude each and every day.
You have such a great mindset. You want to help your teammates along. You want to leave this place better than how you found it. How did you get to that place as a player?
When you accomplish a lot, Maddy, like, so early in your career, especially for me, so early in my career, going to Pro Bowls, being an All-Pro, things like that. It's just like you try to find other ways to, to get that thrill, because, individually, like, you can do a lot, but, like, I said this, like, probably 4 or 5 years ago, like, it was back in 2020 when I did it. It was just like, now it's like, how can I pass that torch? How can I give little gems to the guys behind me? So, like, I told Max and D Strong this, I was like, when I'm done here and I'm watching you guys on the field, like, it's going to be my responsibility. Like, if you guys are out there looking good, like, I'm going to feel great that I was able to, like, give you guys some little nuggets, and I'm on my couch watching you guys make plays. I'm like, man, I had a little hand in that, but if I leave here and you guys are not performing well, I'm going to take that to heart, because I'm going to feel like I failed you guys as far as a vet of giving you the game that, vets that I had. Like, I had vets, even though it's not in the cornerback room, I had Ronald Darby for like a few months. great resource. Then I had Vontae Davis, Phillip Gaines, Levi, like all these guys. Like we had at safety Kurt Coleman, my third year too. So a lot of guys that played a lot of great football that helped me along when I was a young guy. Of like, man, this is the process. This is how you do it. Like you had a good game, okay, so what? Like this is how you approach it the next week. Oh, you had a bad game, so what? Like this is how you attack the questions when the media gonna ask you. Like this is how you do it. I remember having a bad game my rookie year against AJ Green, and I kind of just like after the game, like hurry up, got out the locker room, and Lorenzo Alexander got on the bus. He was like that ain't how you do it. Like young buck, like okay, you had a rough one, but 2 weeks straight before you had great ones, and you handled it different. So nah, this is the time where you stand up and just show who you are as a person. And that stuck with me, like that still sticks with me, like getting on that bus, like Lorenzo coming and sit with me and like talking to me and like telling me like, nah, that's not how you do it, like do it a different way. And ever since that day, like
it stuck with you.
It stuck with me, but like my respect for Lorenzo, like here, like because like that was real. A lot of guys probably thought about telling it, but he actually came to me and said it to me, and I was able to take that, even though I was mad. I mean, I took that, bottled that up, and like knowing that he's telling me that out of love and for the betterment of me, for the future. And so that's when guys like me being younger, like I didn't understand those things in the moment, but like sitting here now, like I get it. And for me, like I gotta pass that along, like, cause he did that for me. Guys like Kyle Williams too did that for me, so like I gotta pass that along. And I just feel like when you approach it with that type of mindset, like you get blessed too in the midst of everything of that too. So that's what it's all about. Like I just care about like the art of cornerback first, and then I have teammates that are younger than me that watch me and watch the things that I do. So I just try to pay it forward.
Trey, I know you got to get going because you got other stuff to do before meetings begin. You're pretty good in front of this mic. I think you got a future here. Valedictorian in high school. You had what was your GPA? 4.3?
4.3.
Shoot.
Yeah. A lot of people, ask me about doing that because I was just actually doing an interview with Adam Schefter's daughter yesterday, and she was asking me some questions, and the way I was explaining everything into details, like down to a T, she was like, yeah, that was like probably the best answers. Like I've been doing this for 5 years, and like like her dad got on, her mom got on, and she was like, the mom was like, she's been doing this for 5 years, and I never got on the camera when she interviewed a player. Like this is the first time ever, because like you were just so great, like just the way you just talked and articulated yourself and did everything. But I don't know, Maddy. It could be something. It could be something, but I just think, well, like when I get to talking, I just like to explain into detail, especially if we going to talk about ball, going to talk about cornerback specifically, and the mindset, and just like reading routes, things like that, like the little X's and O's. Like I like to explain those type of things. So, and I'd like to talk too a little bit. I like, once we get back and forth, I get comfortable. I like to talk a little bit. So, who knows? We might can get something going. I might have a future in this. Like,
maybe we will.
And I like this setup.
Nice.
The microphone got to be like this. I could just, sit back,
mic.
like for sure. So I probably come up with a little podcast or something.
Okay. Well, we appreciate the time. Maybe we'll see you again.
Yeah, for sure. Looking forward to it. Thank you for, inviting me on. Like I said,
always. You're a fave, man. You are a fave.
I look forward to this one, because, over the years, like you've been here since what year? 2019
was my first year.
So, yeah. So we became, familiar with each other over the years. So, feel comfortable talking to you for sure. You always been so nice to me and so polite. So
thanks,
and
Trey.
then some of my people from Mizzou too.
Yes,
so yeah,
I do. We got that connection
for sure.
All right, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
You know what?
Thanks for watching this week's episode of Inside the Charge. Make sure you like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more podcast episodes coming along.